Rock carvings of ancient Egyptian pharaohs have been found underwater near Aswan. Archaeologists discovered rock carvings featured several pharaohs during the underwater expedition near Aswan, Egypt. During a diving expedition in the Nile River, archaeologists in Egypt discovered rock carvings featuring depictions of several ancient Egyptian pharaohs along with hieroglyphic inscriptions. A joint French-Egyptian team found the carvings underwater south of Aswan, in an area that was flooded when the Aswan High Dam was built between 1960s and 70. Prior to the flooding, there was a large effort led by UNESCO to record and move as many archaeological remains as possible from the area. However, many artifacts could not be relocated in time and were soon submerged by the construction project, the Aswan Dam. Aswan was imported from the ancient Egyptians. It was important because at times it was near the country's southern border, and a number of important temples were located nearby. And these include Abu Simbel, a site that has 4 colossal statues of Ramesses II, who lived between 1303 to 1213 BC, each about 69 feet tall. Aswan is also home to the Philae Temple complex, where the last Egyptian hieroglyphic inscription was written in 349 AD. The team work aims to identify and record surviving inscriptions and carvings that are now underwater. The Egyptian Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities said in a translated statement, and to do that, team members are diving down to the remains and recording them using photography, video, and photogrammetry, a technique that involves taking dozens of photos of an object that can later be used to create a digital 3D model of it. The recently found depictions of pharaohs include those of Amenhotep III, who reigned about 1390 to 1352 BC, Thutmose IV, who reigned between 1400 to 1390 BC, Psamtik II, who reigned about 600 BC, and Pharaohs, who reigned about 589 BC, rulers from dynasties 18 and 26, ministry officials wrote in their statement. The statements had little information on what the inscriptions say or what the carvings look like, but it noted that they are well preserved and more remains will likely be found as the team work continues. Life Science contacted scientists not involved with the research to get their thoughts on the carvings. Lidse Dijkstra, classic and religious studies professor, University of Ottawa, Canada, said the findings are interesting, but more information, of course, is needed to know their significance. William Carruthers, lecturer in School of Philosophical, Historical, Interdisciplinary Studies, University of Essex, UK, said the finds show that more remains survived the flooding than UNESCO thought was possible when the organization carried out the salvage campaign in the 1960s and 70s. And this is by Owen Jarvis on Life Science. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.